If only. We have done it. It is completed. The marketing building. And boy oh boy, is it snazzy. I've experimented a bit with colored lighting. So we've got this really wild streamer room looking thing. I'm extra happy about the lights underneath their chairs emitting a bright orange, making everything look extremely intense. I think it's really cool. It's a simple entryway building with some vending machines and just general stuff and things to break it up a bit. Hallway into the bathrooms, complete with shower, and it's the usual. There's only so much you can do with a bathroom, truly. Nothing very wild. Hallway just kind of there as well, just to create space. I like hallways and like rest areas inside buildings to help sort of fill out the, I guess, otherwise negative space going on. And then obviously the work area too. Cubicle walls thrown around. Just the default color though. I suppose I should color these, huh? Maybe we go for like a sort of a red. Keep it a bit hot. Maybe like a bright terracotta. Yeah, that's alright. That seems fun. All of them have phones. Cubicle walls, I think, is going to keep the noise down generally. Like, it's tough to say. I think this is counting, like, at its loudest, sans people walking around and stuff making noise locally. I think. Because if I were to resume time and look, it's like, oh, it's dead quiet because nothing's happening. Except like the vending machine's making some noise at the doorway, but so we'll see how it goes there. Then we head upstairs. And this is the sort of break area. I'm kind of proud of this. It's just like a wall shelf. It's technically a little bit thicker than the table, and technically it's a slightly different color because the color hexes of these two, like the surface material is just ever so different on a table versus a shelf that if you put in the same color, it's not the same. So I had to like kind of match it the best I could visually. It's not the same. It's pretty close though. Like unless you're really looking for like zoomed out, you won't really notice, especially when you're looking at other stuff. And you got books and a little couch and a nice spoopy Halloween carpet. Woo! They get coffee. Water. The vending machine's downstairs. It's a decent little thing. I've also got a start on the kitchen. We're missing the door on the opposite side, but we have a camera already. I want to do an experiment with all of this because you can assign rooms to specific either room usage if you only want like a specific genre of human in there. Alternatively, you can also switch team. So what I've made is a staff team as a test to see how this works, because I would like this to be accessible by staff like cooks and all that, but I don't want people to use this as like the front door. This is the front door, dagnabbit. Don't come in through the kitchen. Do not. But we'll see how that works, because staff can't be assigned to a team, I think. Like, you can assign staff to rooms, specifically, to like work into a certain room, which I might do with cleaning and IT. I think there's not enough for cleaners and IT to be here every single day, because it takes longer than a day for stuff to break down. So IT especially. And probably just like once every couple months have to repair stuff, and otherwise they're just sitting around waiting. So that's probably fine. But cleaning, I might want to assign cleaning to the rooms of this building. But otherwise, like, I don't know if I hire a cook. I'm not sure if I like have to do anything with that, because like they just find the furniture themselves, right? Like they don't need to be, but you can't assign them to a team. So if there is a team building, I don't think staff cares. So we're gonna have a staff team that nobody is assigned to, so employees stay out, but staff should be able to, not caring about teams, head on in. We'll see. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I want to say I had a solution for this once upon a time because I really like staff having like a back door to get into the kitchen type area so they could just like cook and serve it out into the cafeteria, but I don't know. My current thinking is I'm going to extend out this hallway, which was always the plan. I don't have the room for it now. This is like the boundary here. Extend out the hallway, have a doorway somewhere around here going into a canteen, which will be a bit of a longer building to follow alongside the hallway. The hallway will have another stairway up, probably replacing this stairway. Probably. Open this up so we get more office space on top of what's going to be the cafeteria. The stairway bringing us up here will lead us into this main office area. This whole back area may one day turn into just the individual offices or so. Again, don't know. I don't really plan these things out too much. I just kind of go with it and see what happens. That's how I operate. That's how I work. Oh yeah, and basement's connected, by the way. Mostly for security, so the security guard can still monitor the camera. But also for heating and cooling purposes. Because the roof AC and the heat pump have plenty of capacity still on the bottom left there. Still tons of room. They can do so much more heating and cooling still. It's a bit of a waste on this small building, and then having to build these again for this building. So I've kind of cheekily, kind of cheesily, connected the buildings via the basement. These aren't cooled or anything. I mean, technically this also doesn't need to be cooled. Staff doesn't care. But, man, let me RP, let me immerse. Jeez. But nobody's really going to be in the hallway. Does have lighting, though, just in case. Does have sprinklers and fire alarms, which I'm not sure if fire inspections are a thing anymore. They were last time I played. Not when I recorded, but last time I played. They were a thing. I don't know if they were taken out. The fine was really piddly. It was like, oh no, you don't have fire alarms and stuff. It was like a $200 fine. It should be like per employee and staff, X amount of money, like $1,000 per staff member or something, and $2,000 per employee for not having fire alarms, and then the same amount also for not having the sprinkler. Maybe even like per alarm and sprinkler? I don't know. The only thing I'm missing here though is currently accountants. I don't have anywhere for accounting. Which I'd really like to be getting, because we're probably owing, we're owing like 1.2 million bucks. We're probably going to be owing like closer to 1.5 million here pretty soon, depending. It's, I hit that because I sent a report, but this banister, it doesn't save its color. I keep changing the color back to 10-10-10. It keeps defaulting back to like 80-80-80 or something like that. I don't know. There's a recent update that made these like visible again on upper floor atriums. So I'm thinking maybe that's not fully done yet. But I hit that for a screenshot just to declutter the screen. You can generally filter out all sorts of stuff though. I typically probably wouldn't bother with it. Maybe hide porting because you don't interact with that anyway. Research is something you kind of want to rush. Peer reviews don't last very long. Design and development, like I don't really know why you would want to filter stuff out. I could maybe see having different tabs, though. That I would like, being able to switch through different tabs of stuff. And just go like page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or something like that. Or maybe just page 1, 2, 3, so it's a bit of a bigger thing to click. Because then I could have like page 3 on support, and I just glance over there periodically. But I'm not needing to be looking at it all the time, you know? I've been doing for users. Still 50,000 on Gut That Sheep. 74,000 on Gut Those Sheep, though. Man, oh man. It is happening. We are getting there. So. Coming on in. Taking a shower. Typical. You are alone? Alright, we got Little Me as well. Right. Little Me is just going straight to work. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. What a party room. Alright, work's done. Break time. Good work, Little Me. Well done. Yeah, Neophyte being the single mind, you're gonna have a really rough time with this. We're like always gonna have multiple things for support staff to do. That's why I really don't like super focus for like support and marketing. It's really tough. Maybe if you have them dedicated to specifically marketing and you have like marketing specifically as a team, but otherwise, dude, I don't know. I'm just going up for a quick coffee. Here, the noise level seems okay. That seems fine. So if Neophyte wants this desk, then great, you can have it. Actually, no. Do not. Do not assign furniture. Because we're going to have a night shift coming, and if all the furniture's assigned, they're not going to have anything to do. We have the room limited to service people, so that's generally okay, but... Yeah. Okay. As far as... As far as this, didn't I like accidentally hire you onto a core? Aren't you meant to be on the marketing team? I guess it doesn't matter. Do we have anybody for proper accounting? Nope. Not at all. Mr. Tarvin can kind of sort of fill out some reports. Yeah. So, accountants. I guess you can work in that building. That's fine. Let's pick up high salary support. There's no... Oh, accounting. There we are. Secondary role, I don't really care at all. Begin looking. Compatibility with core is complicated. A 4-star. The stubborn flirt. Snail pace, fast learner, friend maker. You are out of points for service. We would not be able to give you anything else. But you can file bug reports, and you can also do like the optimized taxes and apply for loans, offshore account management. That's all good and fine. I think I'd be looking for daytime though. That seems alright. A lot of you are very much just pure accounting. Okay. I could also just give you guys your own team and just call you support team, marketing team, and that's just the building for that, and you can just be your own team then. If I were to switch team, you can have multiple teams in there. So I could put marketers in there, and I could put support in there. So let's make a new team. Let's go through this again. New team. Support. The support team is 8 to 16. That is okay. Yeah, that's okay. We'll give you like a yellowish color. The marketers were the overnight though. So we're going to change your color into a kind of a like a dusky twilight. Oh, nighttime. Yeah. Okay. And then you can be just like gray because you're just dead inside. It's whatever, nobody cares. The core team is just the core team. Support is going to be, you're all marketers. Support will be Neophyte and Little Mame. I guess so. I suppose so. Change team. Support. So select all of that. Keep in mind this building is actually this building because we linked them in the basement. So normally you could just like right click and be like, haha, select the entire building, but in my specific case I cannot do that because I'm being a bit cheesy with things. Eventually we'll have a big enough building that like they'll need their own AC and heating anyway, so we may as well give them their own then too, but for the moment it's whatever. So limit room usage doesn't really matter. Anybody can have it because the teams specifically are going to be dictating, and it is support and marketing. Pass through disabled because, well, there's nothing to really pass through. It's the entire building effectively. Okay. That also makes it a bit easier for like if I were to do the canteen thing, we can just have this as the core building, so this is the canteen for only core, you know? Which... yeah, actually, you know what? Let's do that. I don't think that building matters at all. Just mostly the offices and stuff, and the eating area. This is all the core team. The staff team is this. Yeah. Okay. So room labels. That all looking good. I think that's all looking good. Excellent. So with that, marketers +1. With that now, we can hire employees for the... I guess support, yeah. Begin looking. Okay. Now we've got some great compatibility. Modest sunshine. Don't mind the heat as much. Sunny weather improves their mood. Cup holder and slow eater. So I don't know if they occasionally break their computer. If that like makes it smoke straight away or just like minus 30% durability sometimes. I don't know. Oh, look how cheeky that one is. Cleo Johnson. Yo, you're hired. And to support? Yeah, that's it. As the accountant. And then born leader, modest, neat freak. Walk it up, friend to make her stressed. Yeah, okay. Although you're only good compatibility. God, your skills are pretty bad too. What's going on? What's happening? Big brain, so you can technically be all the things? Might not be terrible. Slow eater, friend maker, big brain? Yeah, sure. Alfonso Ray. Excellent. So you are both change roles. Auto roll generally gets it just fine. You are doing the accounting though, which yeah, you can't file bug reports or do any of the press releases, or even if you were doing that stuff, your skill is okay. Yeah, then that's fine. I was wondering how I get you to just like only be an accountant, but don't think it matters. It's not necessarily a problem if you're doing stuff. Okay. Ghostly O'Keefe, the super smug one, the slow eater, modest capacitor is nice. Don't get tired until energy is completely drained. Modest is always one that I like. If I don't have to pay these people, man, that's great. Generous optimist. Fantastic. And Alfonso Ray, our optimistic flirt with the big brain friend maker. Ghost pants. Excellent. So they're in for support. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Excellent. Accountants! Just 2 of them. It thinks I need, like, a lot more than that, but it'll tell me when it's time to start drafting tax documents. It'll be, like, recommended, like, 40,000 worth of salary. And it just tries to estimate that based on, like, kind of sort of what somebody of high skill would have. So I've got, like, 20,000 in accountants. But I think it'll be fine. I don't know. It's a bit rough knowing sometimes. Oh yeah. Also, do this quickly. We've changed teams around, so support. Do not forget to do that. Marketing is done by marketers. Yes, yes. Marketing support. The update done by core still. That's all fine. I was wondering, like, why aren't these tickets going down? And then we're overnight, so only the marketers are doing stuff, and all they do is marketing, so the tickets are kind of flying through. People wanting raises? Yeah, no, that's fine. That's okay. I don't care. I don't want to pay people, but at the same time, if you want to raise, I'll just give it to you and just ask. I can't be bothered. I'm not going to be that guy who says no. And I think Gut That Sheep is, like, finally bug-free. So, it's been a bit since we've had any really notable bugs to fix. Okay. Yeah, excellent. Great. We good? I think we're winning. 6.5 million bucks. No really outstanding issues happening. I think we're okay to maybe design another one. Oh, hey, fire inspector visiting tomorrow. Okay, so that is still a thing. Good. Good. I'm glad. We're making a lot of money. Oh my god. Taxes, I'm so scared. Paying 1.5 million in taxes. So stocks, it's Krug. The Neophyte estate, the Stack estate, the Krugdutsky estate. Yeah. Do I want to do stock buybacks? We're worth quite a bit more, but I only see us getting more expensive. So, okay, 95, or they retire, whichever comes first. Yeah, alright, that's fair. I don't want to buy it out. I don't want to buy some of it. Can I just buy some of it? 20 shares? Okay. Alright, whatever then. Yeah, jeez. Just some of it, because right now we can't really sell much of our company at all. It'd be nice to do the stock buybacks early on when we're still not worth much, because then we have more of the company to sell off later on. But oh well. It's whatever. Don't own shares of anybody else. Products have got those sheep, yeah. 104,000 active users and got those sheep. Got that sheep only 42,000, but it is only prominent marketing now, not widespread, because we're not marketing Got That Sheep anymore. And remember, the publisher was bought out. They're also not marketing it for us. And we're just dumping as much money as we possibly can into the marketing for Got Those Sheep, so it should be pretty well widespread. We don't have a tiny amount of marketing anymore. We could have more. We technically have room for more. I don't really want to get more, though. I think we're at a good spot. Update. Yeah, no, there's like no bugs at all for Got That Sheep. Okay, excellent. When the active users drops down to just like less than 1,000, then I can cancel support. You don't want to cancel support too early, though. Like, just because you're not finding bugs, that doesn't mean that you don't have to support it anymore. People are still calling in and having issues, so there's still issues being queued up. They're just not technically a bug. It's just the user being like, how do I turn down the volume? My mouse. I need cookies tomorrow, remind me. This is crap. But yeah, if you cancel with too many users, you will take a hit for market recognition, and people will be like, I don't know, they canceled support a bit early. We got the taxes being due. Yeah, so it says at least 2 of them. We'll put just everybody on it, like estimated fulfillment 80, 85, 90, 70, 110. It varies a lot. I can put them on Crunch if I need to, but I don't think I need to. Worst case, we only paid 68,000 fee. It's not that huge of a fee. And with our accountants being at least level 2, hey, fire inspection passed. Haha, I've been on top of it. They've got the ability to sometimes find us, like, sneaky savings and all that. So it could be that the 1.7 million we pay, we might actually only pay like 1.3 million or something. It saves a few $100,000, man. It matters. So let's go ahead and develop. Do we develop another one? Ooh, you know what we could also do? No lead designers available right now. Okay. What if I... What if I do it this way? So, this guy's lead design, Gus Cooper, somewhere between 50% and 100% creativity. We're not sure where it is. As they finish projects, we get a better idea of it. So ideally we find somebody with something very narrow, then we can be quite sure of where they're at, because Krug isn't 100% creative. He's pretty good, 75%. Could be better. So if we were to go through the list and find somebody who's like at least 70 to 100, there's a pretty good chance they're better than Krug. The only kind of issue is, one, their skill may or may not line up with what we want. And two, if they're super creative, they will own the IP of anything they touch. Which again, if we want to sell it to make a quick buck, which I'd kind of like to be doing kind of soon for Gut That Sheep, just get rid of that IP and make like a few million more extra. Because we don't have the market recognition or the fan base current. Well, we kind of have the fan base now, actually. 236,000 followers is not terrible. But ordinarily, before Gut That Sheep, it would have been a good idea to sell it for, what, 800,000, I think it was? Because we don't have the recognition or the fan base for people to really care about a sequel. So it wouldn't be a big loss not having that IP. We could simply just make a new game. But yeah, it's not looking terribly great here for folks. The other alternative is going into another company that's like, we're also game developers, and poaching their lead. But I think that's a very negative thing to do. I think you'll lose a lot of business reputation doing that, which affects contracts and deals. Oh yeah, right, speaking of deals, the reception desk, right, we can hire a receptionist. Not that. Manage staff. One, receptionist. Jody Hansen's coming in at 8 to 12. Okay, that works. So we get people coming by now with deals. I don't have a parking spot for them because both of these spots are courier, but I'm kind of curious if they show up on a bike. Would be good to know. That's security. Just security leaving. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might need a parking space for guests. And then they'll show up in their cool cars and be like, man, I'm so cool. And they give us a deal. And then we can go to the handshake icon and take a look at the deals. And those are just like really fancy special contracts that I think give you more rep, but also kind of actually have a bit of an influence on the world at large. Which is always nice. Oh, yeah, since we made a new team, let's also vacation range. Just at some point. Doesn't matter when. Alright. Fantastic. Still no bugs for Gut That Sheep. Pretty much only doing Gut That Sheep stuff for keeping it relevant, but eventually it'll fade out from everybody's memory because it's not being marketed. I could market it, but I quite like spending 25, 26, 27,000 bucks every day on marketing Gut Those Sheep. That's great marketing. It's quite okay. Like 10, 15,000 is pretty nice. That's when you start to really notice over time. It grows a lot. It'll become unavoidable here probably in another month, I would think. Not too much longer. Oh my god, a bug. Ah, someone found it. Haha. Find a bug in our game and win a prize. Ah, we have deals. I kind of missed it, but people showed up. That's the print jobs. Of course it's print. I don't want to look at print. Print jobs are so dumb. I hate them. You get 33 cents per copy, and they want 131,000 of it. That's a pretty good amount of money. That pays for the machines. 500,000 of these for 34 cents per copy? You kidding me? It's just, it's free money for zero work at all on my behalf. What you would be needing is more machines, if anything, but it pays for itself. So we're gonna hide printing. I do not like those deals. It's probably most of all that we're gonna be getting, though.